Hello folks, I'm Ed Overstreet and welcome to the Night Sky Imaging YouTube channel. And we're picking up with NGC 7822. We've been working on this off and on since October, the middle of October, I think it was the 17th, and still haven't finished it. But I do a piece of it at a time, and we'll eventually send it over to Photoshop and wrap things up. We're getting awfully close to the end. We're entering the final tweaks, and we're going to talk about sharpening. But before I do that, I want to make some enhancements to the color in the image, and I'm going to use some color mask to do that. So let's head over to PixInsight and let's get started. I need to share this screen and find how to do that. All right. Also, in keeping with PixInsight in Photoshop, I'm trying to do everything I can possibly do in PixInsight, because I do realize that there are people using PixInsight that do not use Photoshop, and so I want to do everything I possibly can that I know how to do in PixInsight, but a lot of what I'm going to show you or demonstrate in the next series of video, the last tweaks, are things that I typically don't do in PixInsight, and it's because I have more control in Photoshop. That doesn't mean to say I can't perform the same things. I think I can perform a little better with a little more precision in selecting regions to work on than I can in PixInsight. So I think you'll get the feel of that in just a few minutes. Astro Dog is acting up, so pay no attention to him. He's excited. We get to image tonight, and we're going to go live and image with 2 telescopes. And he's thrilled. He likes to go back and forth with me outside. Okay, hang on while I yell at him. I put you on pause and fussed, but he doesn't mind me. He'll be back barking in a minute. Okay, so let's do some selective color mask enhancement, and there's 2 areas that I am kind of looking at. One is some of the yellow tones and the blues. I have a feeling that there is a little more blue in here than I've got right now, so I want to make some subtle changes to that, not major changes, but I do want to make some subtle. So I'm going to go to Scripts, Utilities, and go over to to Color Mask right down here. Go to Utilities underneath Scripts, and then go over to Color Mask. Now, the first thing I do, or I'll forget, is make sure chrominance. We want a chrominance mask. We're going to leave the strength set to 1, but we're going to remove 3 layers. No more, no less. 3 layers. And let's work on the blue channel first. In fact, the only 2 channels that I'm interested in really looking at are yellow and blue. So let's work on the blue channel. And let's go ahead and click OK. It's going to create a blue mask, and it's actually going to pull out all the blue pixels and create a mask, so that any enhancements I make using curves or saturation process will be affecting just those pixels. It takes a second to do that. Okay, we have our mask. And let's go ahead and I'm just going to change the name up. And we're going to apply it by bringing it over here and putting it on the bar below the name, and you'll see this box. I'll show you again that as soon as you see that box, you can let go with your mouse, and then this bar will turn kind of brownish red. So the mask has been added to the picture. Now I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to put it over here where the other masks are. These are all the masks. By the way, I had to rearrange these icons. I don't want to lose them, but I just moved them to give me some more workable real estate as they're growing, as they always do. Because after I perform every process, I save it by cloning and then moving it over to the stack. I like to be able to go back to where I started, and I'm going to tell you, and I've mentioned this a number of times in prior videos, and one of the reasons is that PixInsight is continuously improving with its processes, and it adds processes, and people that are working on different scripts will add them. And I may want to come back and visit this image and pick it up somewhere. And it's just a lot harder to start from scratch if you can go right into the drizzled images. And if you want to start there, or if it's something that's a non-linear process, then I can pick up when I converted from when I ran the histogram transformation. I can pick up right after that. So I like to save these projects, and if I want to revisit them, I can revisit them at any stage in the processing of an image. So for me, it's something I feel comfortable with, kind of anal about it. But at any rate, about everything I do, I'll save. I run out of real estate, that's okay. I'll just make my picture smaller. Okay, we've applied the blue mask. Now I'm going to bring up curves. I want to create a preview window, and I think I want to start with I want to start with the RGBK, and I'm going to see what effect I'm having. Okay, you can see the blues are getting brighter, and I want to make kind of an S curve. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Let me go back and forth here. That's before, after, before, after, before, after. I like that. I don't think I need to add any more saturation. I am going to, while I'm here, see how it looks. So I'm going to click on S for saturation, and I'm going to watch my blue colors. I just don't think I need to add any more. Maybe a tad. Alright, I'm going to apply this. And we can close this out. We can close curves out. We can remove the mask. And I want to run a yellow mask, so I'm going to go to Script, Utilities, Color Mask. I'm going to make sure chrominance has been checked, and I'm going to increase the layers to remove under Mask Blur to 3, and I'm going to click on yellow. And we have the right image up, so we're going to pull out the yellow in a mask. Okay, mask is made, and we're just going to change the name to and we're going to apply it. Again, we're going to left click and drag it over to the bar and drop it. And we're going to put this over here in case we should use it again. These are all of our masks right here. Point spread function, I have 2 of them. Luminosity mask, star mask, nebulosity mask. We have 2 star masks. We have a TGV mask when we ran the TGV denoise, and now we have a yellow and a blue mask. So we're going to bring up curves again, and we want real-time preview. We want to reset it, and we're going to go to RGBK, and we're going to do an S curve. We're going to drop it down some, and that's too much, but I'll fix that. And we're going to go up slightly. So we're going to bring this up just a little bit. Okay, let's check it and see how that looks. And you can see where it's having an effect, and it really just helps to define parts of the nebulosity. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it, but I also want to take a closer look because I may undo it. It may create some artifacts, so you have to be careful when you do this. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, but I have a suspicion I may end up having to undo this. Okay, we can get rid of that and get rid of that. And now let's zoom in here, over here. Okay, this is where I was afraid. Okay, like it. All right, we're going to keep that, and we are done adding color enhancements using, I call them luminosity mask, but they're color mask, and they come from the script, utilities, color mask area. Remember, you want to blur 3 layers and remove 3 layers, and you want chrominance checked. All right, let's remove this mask, and I'm going to save this by renaming this identifier color mask. We're going to create a clone that's going to be used for sharpening, and then we're going into Photoshop. So, and that we don't need. Okay. So we have a color mask over here, and we have our new clone. We're going to be ready for sharpening, and then we're headed over to Photoshop. So guys, I'll catch you later, and when we begin the sharpening process, if you just know that I appreciate you for watching this, and if you could consider subscribing and liking, I appreciate it. It gives me encouragement really to make more of these, which I enjoy doing because I'm passionate about and love astronomy, and astrophotography is just the best way to spend cold winter nights. Well, it's the second best way to spend cold winter nights. And anyway, how much you're wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas, a great New Year, and just a great holiday season. Hopefully everybody will have their families surrounding them with mask or without mask, with vaccinations or without. It doesn't matter. I just hope everybody can be together and be healthy. Also, go find somebody that you can say something good about. Tell them they're special, and how much you appreciate them. You're going to feel better if you do. I know you're going to make their day. So catch you later on the next video where we'll sharpen up this image and send it over to Photoshop.